Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Practical Minecraft Tutorials. This is Soap the Great. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to build what I'm calling the item capacitor, because it does for items the same way a regular capacitor does for electrical charge. So items are going to build up to fill this chest half full. Okay, notice that it's not quite half full, and we'll put this in and the items start unloading from the chest. Okay, and they will unload and go to whatever your item transport system happens to be doing, and I've just got it filtering down here for as an example, and we'll put these back and see how to build this. Okay, the reason I've got this, and why I want to do this, is because in my base on the multiplayer server I've got a lag inducing sorting machine, and I don't want items that are constantly coming in like from a farm or something to keep running that sorter. So I'm going to have items build up in that chest and then eventually go into the sorter so that it all sorts at one time roughly. Okay, I'm going to provide this tutorial world as a download for you in the description below, and you can follow along. I've got the materials here with a little bit extra just for good measure. These items we don't place, so in creative they do actually leave your inventory. So you're going to need 7 blocks of your choice, and this for here is a decorative block, and then you'll need 12 for redstone, a dropper, furnace, 7 stone slabs, 7 redstone dust, 4 chests, 9 hoppers, 5 torches, 7 comparators, 2 repeaters, and then you'll need these items in this configuration. Okay, so that's 2 single items, a set of 40, a set of 64, and a set of 19. Okay, let's get started, shall we? First we need to build the output, and we're going to do that by putting a couple of temporary blocks here, and then the output is going to be into that chest, and we can remove these. Next we're going to put just a quick block down, and we're going to use that later. We'll put a hopper facing into the chest and another hopper. And this is important. Both hoppers need to be facing down and not one hopper into another. Otherwise items will clog up in this hopper and you won't get the emptying rates that we will talk about in just a moment. Okay. Alright, now we need to build the latching mechanism for these 2 hoppers, and so you start that by putting redstone torch there, and then we'll put a block on the back of that hopper, and then we want a slab going into this one and a slab coming off here and off here. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we need a repeater, so let's get that. A repeater there, redstone dust. Okay, and then another repeater into here, redstone dust to the back. Okay, now we need to build up a timer, and we're using a quiet hopper timer. This is by TT Sewer Minecraft. So we'll start with a couple of blocks of choice, and then a couple of redstone torches, and then out of or into here we want the comparators facing, and they will be coming out of blocks of choice, and there will be repeaters on top here as well. Okay, now let's build up the hopper portion. So we want a set of hoppers facing into each other, and then another one on top of here. Okay, and then we'll put blocks of choice here and here. Now you'll need 1 item in that set of hoppers right there, and then this is the part where you start configuring it. On the example over there, I've got 40 items in here, and that is going to give you a time of 18 seconds because items transfer at a rate of 2.5 per second. Okay, so you keep that in mind. If you want it to empty for longer, if you want 100 items to come out, you're actually going to divide by 2, so 50, and so you'll put 50 in there. Okay, so the hopper timer is done, and now it's just going back and forth. We need to make a mechanism to lock it. Okay, so what I want to do is start building up, and this will be our decorative block, and we'll build up the floor as well, just a little floor to give us a little bit of a foundation. Okay, and then we'll finish this decorative area out. Oh, it's not working. There we go. And then we'll get block here, not there. Okay, now we'll put a chest here on top of those 2 hoppers, and you notice I'm leaving this open, and I will talk about that in just a moment. We're going to read the contents or the full percentage of that chest from there, but let's just fill out, make a little L shape. And we'll have a comparator coming out of the back of here, set it to subtract mode, and we'll have another comparator here and redstone dust joining them. Okay, now comes the part for the furnace, and just put it right on the edge. That comparator right there needs to be reading it, and then we'll put 64 and 19, and that is the amount you need to tell this fill up to half full. Okay, then out of the back of this comparator, that'll work, and we'll pull that block out just a moment. We need a dropper facing up, okay, and then a hopper facing into that dropper, okay, and then another item, just one, into the dropper, and we're done with that. We'll bring the slabs back in because we need those. We're going to take an output from that hopper with a comparator, and we need to get rid of that. So we've got the comparator coming out here. Put a block of choice on the back, and then a redstone torch to invert the signal on that, and then a little stair step design, and we will put dust, not subtract. There we go, and that will latch the hopper clock real quick, and it needs to get back to 40, and that's not going to take that long. So let me put all this stuff back in here for you and the world download, and then let's go get some items so we can test this out. The hopper clock should be ready to go. Alright, so notice no issue there. Throw that in and it starts emptying. Okay, now let me tell you why I've left a block open, and that's because I am going to be filling it from the back here. Now you don't have to do the same thing, but I'm going to have hoppers going into here, coming out the back, and then a rail line, and items will just drop in from back here. Now you could have this so that the chest is completely covered. Just make sure there's a non-solid block above it so you can open it. You can fill it from the sides or the top, whatever the case may be, but I leave that to you, and I leave you to figure out how much you want it to be full and how long you want the timer to go. But that's it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it and it helps me out. And if you really enjoyed and want to see more of this type of stuff, feel free to subscribe. But I do thank you for watching, and I do invite your comments, questions, and suggestions. So feel free to put those below or find me on Twitter. I've got my Twitter account linked in the description below. But again, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.